Hello, hello. Welcome. Pauperganda is back on Saturdays. Sorry for that 2-week little separation. We didn't have enough attendance for that one chess group that I was supposed to be teaching starting right about now. So that got canceled. So Pauperganda is back on Saturdays, and I also get to go camping a little later in October. So I'm going to go to Angel Island in the San Francisco area. So I've been wanting to do that trip with my friends for quite a while, so now I get to do it, including my wife. So I'm playing Drain. This is one of my favorite little pet side decks. It's kind of in that black sack category. This one has a lot of staying power, though. I got third with it on Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Finally didn't get first. I was running really hot there, so it's like first, second, first, and then like third now. So I'm like, all right. Anyway, we got 19 lands in this. 4 of them are vaults because we can kill them with our 2 insights, which really plays as 4. I did have 3 of these for the longest time, including on Tuesday. Just found I was really holding on to a few too many sack effects sometimes, so much so that I moved Rotten Reunion from a 2 to a 3. I really like having access to this card. You can do it end of turn. You can do it when there's no targets, and then you can always, draw something off of it, get a free attack out of the deal, etc. So let's go over the list. 2 Blood Fountains, 4 Convictions, 4 Okibas, 3 Rotten Reunions, 3 Scorpions, 4 Unearth, and there are 4 Village Rites here. If I scroll down, you'll see. And then on the side, in our bigger spots, we got 3 Crypt Rats, 3 Kami, 3 Vampire Spawn, 2 Insights, and 3 Accursed Marauders. This card's super, super, super good. That's mostly going to be your target thing you want to protect, etc. Your target for Unearth most of the time. And just make sure to click on it because it doesn't really pulse or remind you or do anything there. Thank you for joining me, Dreamer Stingo. I think it's just us today. That's the problem with moving times, even when I go back to the regular thing, and I let everybody know on the post, but I expect a pretty low turnout today. Anyway, we got 3 Toxin Analysis here, 4 Tragic Slip, 4 Fiends, and 4 Spell Bombs. And with that, we are going to run right on over and hopefully run over some people and do the thing. I'll be playing a lot tonight. This is like my pickleball day off. I've been playing 6 days straight. Felt like sometimes I could beat or at least score against some of the best in the world. I was playing really, really, really lights out. Dayakuba's here. All right. Twitch notification crew represent. That's right. I haven't said your name in too long. I miss saying it. So anyway, while we wait around here, it looks like we've got somebody. So yeah, I'll be jumping around all night. Might be playing this, might be playing something else. Had a lot of fun with that Greenland list for about a week or 2, and yeah, good time. So there's a really good hand here. I really like playing these Accursed Marauders. It's just so many times they just own game 1 because you have access to them. We're going to keep here. That non-token clause is just, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. And a lot of Z-axis on that artwork there too. So, I see, Dayakuba. I see. All right, I'll try to say your name more often then. But it helps. At least on my end, it's showing up as like this neon green, so it really pops. All right, so we'll be writing something real quick. Want to get to about 3 or 4 mana. I have 5 optimum, so you can trigger the Kami. But other than that, oh man, we don't mind our stuff dying, but we want to be the ones doing it. This probably is an Orzhov list, especially with a Radiant Fountain, or maybe a Gardens. We shall see. Okay, well, there's that. I think I'm going to EOT eat my dude and then just writes it just so I can make sure to hit my land. Or we get something that matters in there from their graveyard maybe. The other night I was like, can I do that by itself? And there was an empty board and I was like, yep, I sure can. All right, well, we'll beat him to it. You know what? We'll let him do this just so I can showcase the thing. So we'll do this and just say done. And then I want to do this now, actually. There's the line. See, it was going to fight us for that last night. Dreamer Stingo's in the house. Woo! All right. So we've got this going on. Do I want to wait again? Maybe. We've got another Rites here. I'd really like to react to the spawn, but if I wait around on that, nah, I'll throw the spawn out there. We get the life benefit. Let's go. No Grim Bobble gonna take him down. Has some creepy eyes, man. That thing is like, woo! Halloween is coming close, so. Hey, Marth Holler. Hey, don't know about the show till I got the notification. Yeah, I put it on the community tab about Wednesday, I think it was. Just really wish I had a time machine and I just never changed the show, because every Saturday that I was supposed to be teaching chess, I'd get like a late notification like, oh, well, not enough attendance again, so we're going to roll it back a week. And after 2 weeks, they were just like, oh, we're just pulling the plug. There's not enough kids signed up. So there went that idea. All righty, let's go attacking here. Doing the thing. Popping. Let's do the Blood Fountain. Sure. I guess I can reunion at the end of turn, or wait around on sacrifice. Not the best kickstart here. We used to run the 2/1 flyer that when it dies, it does the thing. When I say the thing, it just means the 2 life swap, drain life thing. But 3 spot was pretty heavy, and I just started. What is he gonna grab? The graveyard effect, probably. Oh, 2 life. All right, there we go. Guess it's not worth that since I've got the mana for it. Come on. Here we go. So I think I added another Crypt Rat, another Marauder, maybe a basic land or something. Who knows? This is Orzhov. So my wife's got a fun day planned. She's going to a jewelry making class and then playing pickleball all night without me. All right, let's grab, whatever. We'll just grab that. Not that we're really going to be able to get through, but we'll at least be able to attack and get in for 2 since Mr. Dawnbringer's hanging out. I could do the thing. Yeah, let's get rid of the guy here. We'll drop this. Almost always targeting Accursed Marauders to itself. And when you play it solo, you can always zap it solo. So that's pretty cool. We'll attack here, which will give us the onus to kill the zombie after we do the damage. Do the thing. See him get to 14. Crack a conviction. Hopefully we get a swamp out of there. There we go. Woo! Oops. All right. Yep, we're going to sacrifice it. Bam! Nocturnal Feeder. Thank you for that, Mart Holler. That's definitely the one I was thinking of. Okay, well, we'll do the thing next turn with Kami of Jealousness, but until then, we'll probably just do a Rot Reunion EOT again. Usually don't see those that early and often, but I'm glad we did. It's kind of promoted our hand and made what would be, I think we'd be hitting our 3rd land drop now if we didn't do both a Rites and a Corrupted Conviction. Wish there was a math major in the house. Be cool to understand. Let's get the version of it there. What the percentage is on those kind of effects, like so Village Rites and Corrupted Conviction, and like Fanatical Offering now, and then they've got. There's just. I'm going to actually discard our Kami here. I sure hope. Where did that Bazooka Bog go? I'll chance it. Let's get rid of that because I can unearth it for 1 and do some stuff. I should have listened to my instincts. I just didn't remember if they had already dropped a land there. I just kind of gave them a good thing there. Darn it. But I wonder what the like. Let's say Cast Down's reprinted as a different name. It does the exact same thing. At what point do you? It's like, oh, now I can play with 8 of them. Now I can play with 12 of them, like Deadly Dispute effects and stuff. It's like at a certain point, you've got to kind of call it and be like, well, wait a minute, that's got way too many of them now. Know what I'm saying? All right, let's do this. I'm gonna kill the thing, and then that's a punt. For some reason, I thought Unearth was what the what am I trying to say here? I thought it was one of the Deadly Dispute style effects there. So, all right, we'll chill here. I can Rotten Reunion, EOT. I could sack it, do the thing. The Drain deck, thank you for that, Dreamer Stingo. Woo! All right, well, we'll get rid of an Insight at least. It's funny, even if a deck isn't graveyard centric, Rot Reunion is almost never wasted. Kind of a subpar sideboard card, but in this deck, it really shines. I went from like 1 to 2, now I'm playing 3, which feels like 6 for very obvious reasons. I'll bring that out. And in a pinch against elves or something, we could discard to the blood token here with Crypt Rats and then unearth it, but not going to be pulling that off anytime soon. Alrighty, here goes doing the thing. Now we've got Edict Insurance. I'll do this here. Bring this back out. I don't know, do I want to play that? I'll attack. Should I? Shouldn't I? Oh, it's a dead board. Let's go. I've got one Marauder down. Let that go. Surveilling. I broke my paddle in pickleball. That was a first. I've worn many out, the surface of them, but this time I actually snapped it right at the handle, so that's a bummer. Oh, wow, they discarded a Glinthawk to hand size. Wow. Yeah, the lightning bolt example, yeah, that's different. Are they returning the bog? No. All right. Exploiting a creature. Cast down, showing up. Alrighty. 2 land showing up. Alright. In case of an edict, we'll do the thing here. Let's get rid of a refurbished familiar. They probably have ways of getting things back. Decayed, I say. Zapping pow. Okay, definitely don't want that. I want to do this here. I'll set these up. Come on now. Always yield. Still playing left-handed. Seeing a hand specialist on Monday, and I've been really trying to make a fist. And when I try really for a while, I can get there, and I do feel like the mobility is coming back, and almost able to do that now. So I think I'm going to hold on to this for the sake of. You know what? No, let's do this to here. He's going to cast down the road captain. Might as well get the Skyfisher out of the way so I can attack here. Okay, I always target the Marauder. Let's keep bringing him back. Let's go. I keep gaining that life though. Tempted to bring out the Crypt Rat. I could turn on Blood Fountain that way, and it might call for an immediate kill that instead of my road captain. So I think I'm gonna roll that way. Let's play it. I'll play the Swamp out. This way I can activate if a familiar shows up. Oh, wow, that's a lot of patience. Okay, well that sucks. Now he's got both our critters, but we've got another road captain showing up. Just don't want that bog to get activated here. Yep. Doing the dance. Don't kill these decks quick enough. They've got a lot of staying power. As do we. Would have really been a different game had we not. Ouch. All right. A second bog. That doesn't bode well. Had we not gotten rid of our Kami of Jealousness. Yes, down has been played. Oh boy, this is not good. Double bog, and we draw our second fountain. 2 of 2. Well, any junk we draw now we can at least get rid of, but got triple the life of our opponent. Almost. Tithing Blade switching. Life gain and activated. Doesn't seem to be much white in this list, but kind of makes sense. Get rid of the creatures, and then when you need to start retaining stuff and returning it, you just turn on the white. I don't know if I've ever seen this land before. Interesting. Well, there's our guy. Looks like he's going to die, though. almost guaranteed to go down. We got to do something. I don't want to discard it. So we'll do that. Yeah, I was running really hot on Pauper Classic Tuesdays, and then right when the semifinals happened is right when I lost, and I was like, the one time you can't lose, and I did. Forget what I was playing against. Just drew bad. Well, I'm glad I got rid of the one, but I think this game's slipping away from us. They're really going to dominate here. We don't have the firepower to really keep up, even though we have double the life total. That's not going to last very long. I think they got our number here. I'm close to Scoopsville. We've got a blood token and try to fight through this here, but yeah, they're returning all kinds of goodies here. That's even bad because they returned the Ichor Wellspring, suggesting they've got plenty of other removal in their hands. So, and we're on a draw by draw basis here, so this isn't this doesn't bode well. Alrighty, there's that. Sure, we'll bring this out. So if I kill it, I can at least blood fountain it back along with the thing, and they're gaining life. I'm going to be taking 6 a turn. Really draw dependent on the next turn here. Sure wish I had a way to sacrifice it. Boy, Luca Rivera does not like graveyards. 2 bogs and Spellbomb's main. It's proving to be the difference, though. I've got the little standoff here. Unless I get to 8 mana, I have to pop both fountains in response to them responding to the Spellbomb. Down we go to 18. Keeping 1 back. Here we go. Yeah, we'll be probably scooping this turn. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll take out the token here. It's considering the land, but whatever. There's a spawn. Guess I'll do the thing here. Getting it back. I'm going to actually play this. I'll keep him back. Hopefully they don't trip that. I'd like to Eviscerator's Insight that. Okay, he's dead. Yep, they're cracking it. All right, let's go to game 2. I'll give him that one. A little too much tempo. We didn't put on enough pressure, and we got caught a few times. All righty. So a spell bomb or 2 might be good here, even though we do have our reunions here, so I don't have to go too crazy on that. Let's see. Crypt Rats probably don't want to see any of these. And I think I want to be in the mesmeric business. I think I'll play 2 of these. And what to lose. Maybe we lose 1 conviction here. Let's rock like this. I always say this when we cover this deck, which is about every 4 or 5 months. This is one of my little rotating decks I love to play so much. But I have to see the deck list again. I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Yes. Bring this up here. All right. We'll keep this. Hand's looking a little large. Let's shrink this down a little bit. That's true. Dreamer Stingo, I get that. Wax the board. Yeah, a lot of times I do tell myself, like, always keep at least 1 rat in there, just so you've got that little alpha wrath ability in a game, right? Here we go. Bam. So we'll be nabbing up creatures if we have a choice with our Rotten Reunions when they do show up. I need a effect that will kill the thing. Let's do this here. Bloop. Off we go. Really hope I top deck one of our sack effects, just because, you know, they've got removal here. Oh, all right. Looks like Okibo will live at least for 1 turn. Yeah, there's so many decks that I wish Reknar Raid could be the target of. Play the swamp. I'm going to hold on to Vault just in case they do have artifact hate. Don't want to turn on something misleading. Like if I had a Vault out, you know, they could do it. God, this is why you just really want to be able to make them pay for that. It's like, we're going to draw 2 cards, but we can't. Flooded here. Another raid. Not really what I want, but all right. Bring out the swamp. Got nothing else to do. Did play with 20 lands instead of 19 for a while. Just having some fun with that, but boy, you can really get flooded. But, you know, I was always arguing you could eat the fountains and stuff, but there's something to do with a dead draw. Yeah, no. You guys are right. I should have kept Crypt Rats in. Let's see. I don't really have much care for my graveyard there. We'll do that. Yeah, I actually was looking at Tattered Mummy. It's surprising there. It used to be a very expensive card. I've got them, though. All my black sack shenanigans. I might trip this spell bomb just nakedly here. I've got to do something with this hand. My goodness. Let's get rid of one of these dudes. Do that thing. Bring this out. There we go. Now we're playing naked. At least there's something to spell bomb if I need to draw. Ichor Wellspring, if you can. Get the Da Vinci art one. Looks a lot better. What's he gonna do? Exiling the card from the graveyard. All right. Deck's very well lined up. I would say probably one of the worst decks you can run up against with this style, because we can do a lot of damage with this build, but not if our creatures aren't staying alive, right? So this thing's really good at. We're gonna trip this now. Yes. Oh, now you show up. Thank you very much. Off we go with the spawn. Here we go. I don't know where. I know I cut 1 Corrupted Conviction, but it's acting like we don't have any of those abilities, and this is getting frustrating. So sometimes it's probably better to just let this go. You know, let this go to the yard rather than let them draw a card. Oh, and back comes Bog probably. Oh, they don't really care too much about that. I don't think we're winning this one. A little bit too much. And bad sideboarding. I should have kept in Crypt Rats. Caring a little bit too much about their super endgame graveyard shenanigans. And all right. Well, that does absolutely nothing. We can't Road Captain that back because they could do a beneficial block of Dawnbringer Skyfisher and take those dudes out. So, yeah, this doesn't feel that great. Yeah, it doesn't make too much sense to go in, does it? Darn. I mean, I could attack with the Vampire Spawn and then just unearth it for 2 damage. I don't like that play. I'm going to hold back. If you haven't seen this deck before, don't let this game throw you off. I sideboarded pretty poorly, and you'll see. You'll see. We're going to have some fun with this list. One of my faves. That's why I like to play it. And we go. Oh, the Blood Pet from Tempest. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little, it feels out of flavor with Magic the Gathering. Like it's a little too real. It's almost like a photo or something. Yeah, I'm not a crazy fan of it. I like it a lot more than Zumi's flipped Road Captain. That little graffiti thing, Rat Man or whatever. I always thought that'd be funny for Halloween to just get a jacket like that and some rat ears. Like 2 people would notice or would know what it's from, right? All right, what are we doing here? Let's see, bouncing back refurb to do the thing. Well, we're gonna lose it anyway. I wonder. I want to cycle this in case I. That's much better. Two cards later. Gonna wait for that reunion to get a critter, hopefully. These the three body problem, right? This is getting to us. You know what? I'm gonna concede this game. We're just gonna roll off to number 2 here, guys. Gonna call it. I don't want to suffer a long match. The writing's on the wall with that one. Had I known I could rely on Crypt Rats, I would have held out for that one, but I'm just gonna cut our losses and keep moving. Woo! Oh, everything's easier on the eyes than 7th edition anything. You just put a bad frame around everything, meaning the white bordered. Who thought of that? Go back in time and sue him for art slander. Here we go. All right, another good hand. Got a nice curve. We'll keep this. Up against Weiler. I've never played this person. Ever. There's this new drink. It's only got 20 calories. I think it's called Soju. S-O-J-U. And it's at the local market here. And it has a lot of turmeric in it. And it is like, I've been having dreams about this thing. It's like, especially after you've been in the sun or been playing a sport or something. And it's like this perfect juice for my DNA. I keep telling my wife, I'm like, it's like somebody just asked every cell in my body, like, you know, its opinion on every ingredient. And then this thing just got it so perfect. It's like, I have to really use a lot of discipline and not drink all of it. We went and bought all of it at the store yesterday, got like 6 bottles of it. And it took a lot for me yesterday to only have one. I'm just trying to keep it to 1 a day, but man, it is like, now I know what drug addicts probably feel like. I'm just like, oh my God, this stuff, there must be something lacking in my nutrition or something, because it fills it up. And it just feels like it feels like when Superman, you know, takes that deep breath and he lets the sunlight just kind of bathe him in radiation, and that's how he gets stronger. I feel that way when I drink this thing. Wish I could be sponsored by them. It would be a very legit sponsor. The Ganju? No, it's I think it's S-O-J-U. I'll try to remember to bring in an actual thing of it, but all right, we're gonna attack here. This looks like some sort of Jund hybrid. Let's go. We don't have to worry about anything hurting our Scorpion. And we'll get out a much more worthy sack target. And just like that, we're set. Knowing my luck, they're going to stop making it. But yeah, it's just loaded with turmeric, which is really good. A lot of people that play pickleball a lot, guilty, get heavily into mustard because it's very good for you post-workout. And so I think that's one of the other reasons too. All right, so this is some sort of graveyard list. I'll put down just a little note there. Pretty sure a dread return is in our future. Let's attack. Good times, attack. We shall attack. I think I'll kill the Scorpion just so I don't miss a land drop here. Bam, boom, bing. Let's do the thing. Yielding. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's get out some more meat here. Get our life total up. Preventing scrapwork mutts from running over and smashing us. Crypt Rats pretty relevant here too. A lot of 1/1s to sack the dread return. So we might be able to keep those off the board and use our vampire spawn as our main threat of attack. One bad thing about not playing that 2/1 flying vampire is that we don't really have any air game. I rely on Accursed Marauder and Crypt Rats to take care of those deals. We played this last week, didn't we? Came in with like a 10-4 Groff to finally finish him off after they got like 1 billion life. This is when you wish you had Nihil Spellbomb main and not the graveyard shenanigans, but we'll at least be able to target Knot of the Bone if we do the thing. Off we go. Alrighty, Conviction showing up. Let me bring this out. I want to do this pre-combat. I'm going to zap this dude. Let's get a land, please. There we go. Boop. I'll attack into this. They're going to want a Knot of the Bone here. Taking 2. I'll bring out the rat. I love that artwork. I wish they would go like Visions 2, just make it a V2 or something. That was such a cool set. Just make good cards. It doesn't have to take place on a world, right? That's when they used to just be like, here comes set whatever, Stinkweed, and it's just going to have good cards. It doesn't have to occur on any place or have some Marvel tie-in or anything like that. Sneaky Snacker showing up. All right, this is definitely a Not of the Bone move. Be very surprised if it's not. All right, back up to 21. Ba-da-da-dun. One more Not of the Bone. Huh. All right, go ahead and hit us. Yeah, you're right. Dreamer Stingo for functional reprints. Yeah, that's a good way of phrasing it. All right, Blood Fountain. Nice to see you. Bring that up. I think I'm going to pitch a Marauder here. Okay, we'll bring this out. We do have an active Crypt Rat, so let's do that. We'll attack. We've got 16 on there. We can bring back a Scorpion and the Marauder. Not really the best of moves. I think I'm just going to hold here. Probably trip the rats for 1 and Village Rites it while it's on the stack if Sneaky Snacker. And even like a Stinkweed Imp style move here. It's just mostly to keep Dread Return from triggering. But right now you can just hard cast it with the Wayfinder and hold out Settlement for black mana. Might be what they're doing. Looks like it. Yep. The Lotless Giant coming up. Now I think I will Fountain. That's a lot of damage. I could put him back in the yard. Two, three, 4. We'll trip this. Get back a Marauder and the Scorpion. Play our own little graveyard shenanigans. Not quite as powerful. We'll take down a few fools. Graveyard Return is set. I'm going to play it. I'm going to want a lot of land here. Marauder. Boop. Marauder. It would really be nice to draw our Rotten Reunions. Do this. Attack. Those sneaky snackers. Held at bay with our Crypt Rats. 40 Wayfinders. That would be pretty overkill, right? Unless you had like a 300 card deck or something like that. Had a very busy week. I went to an open house with the chess company and technically did that. But this next week I've got the only training I'm going to get on Tuesday, and then Wednesday is my first class going solo. So I was playing about 9 games at once at the little back to school night. That was fun. Quite a few beginners. It's always tough though when you play. I don't know how many of you have played multiple opponents in chess, but I used to do it a lot as a kid. I'm out of practice, but you always get that one sniper, or it's like this really good player, and you're trying to divvy up your attention to the kids and stuff, and then you got this one that's just gunning for you, and you got to really be careful because you can tell they're playing pretty good. Get you a little scared. I'm not sure if this is worthy of zapping the rats, but I do want to do some serious damage. If I did 2 on that, 2 for that, bring back that. It might be better to just Crypt Rats here. Wait, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage right there. When that goes down, that'll happen. I want more damage. Let's do this here. Get some more options. The drain list. Drain it, baby. Woo! Oh, yeah. This is good times. We want all the swamps we can get. So, let's see. I think we'll do this for the 1 damage. I think we activate Crypt Rats for 1, get in for the rest, and then unearth the Crypt Rat to do the thing. We'll just pay 1. Get rid of our blockers. This way we can get in a lot more damage. I better read what this does. Return a land from a graveyard to your hand. All right. He's got all these. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, we've got Unearth to bring back the rat to do the thing. Blah, blah, blah. Usually this is where graveyard lists quit or like run away. Okay, we learned our lesson about Crypt Rats. We're going to leave that alone. Rotten Reunion is going to be really good here. Scorpion, not so much. Reckner Raid. I'll get rid of one of these. One of these. Let's get rid of one of these. Maybe 1 Crypt Rat. We'll have 2 still. That's safe. Could bring in Mesmeric Fiend and go crazy, but all right, let me write down the W there. And they gained like 15 life that game, so deck's got pretty good staying power. You're not going to beat an Elves list that can gain like 300 life. Or like a Millstone style list, or get rid of your. That's why I always tend to like lean on Campfire when because it helps against red, and then those rando weird petitioner decks that can show up every once in a while. Let's mulligan this. I don't even know why I was thinking about that. I'll keep this. I really like seeing Rotten Reunion here. Duress is a thing with their mana base, though. I'm gonna lean on them not having. Well, no, they're gonna have we got 1 turn. They duress us. They're definitely gonna be taking Spellbomb. It's not like Okipa's gonna get there that quickly, so I'll put the rats back. I have an unnatural fear of, especially when I'm streaming, of keeping a 2-lander, because those are the hands you just never. It'll be 8 turns later, you're stuck at 2. I've learned my lesson. Oh, now I'm paying for it. All right, I'm going to bring out the bomb here. They've got a lot of options here, especially with holdout settlement style math and green critters and stuff. This way they're going to have to slow roll it. I'm probably just going to nuke it with, what's that, static split second card. Oh, all right, well, that was easy. Maybe they forgot to bring in the split second card and they're like, can't get around that. So there we go. 1 loss, 1 win. We're going strong. So I'm trying to change up my uploading format on YouTube. Videos might be a tad bit later now. Just learned a lot of new intel on how to make things a little more popular. And I'm trying to put a hyperlink at the end to the, at least to like the playlist of our, what makes our channel stand out, the custom, commercials and stuff. Get those rolling. So you'll see a slightly different formatting here and there. One of the videos suggested that you don't upload, like, let's say I've got the video ready, instead of hitting like go public, they say like wait 24 hours because all the metadata builds and then it shows up in a lot more places and stuff. So I might be tinkering around with that. Here we go. All right. That is an ugly island. Maybe up close. Just too busy. Too busy. All right. I love these scorpions against blue. Outside of a force spike, I think they're always hoping that you're playing something that can get pierced, but not for us, folks. Woo! Thanks for hanging out with me, all of you that remembered or got the alert. We're back to our regular scheduled program. Going to have 2 shows missed in October for Halloween, obviously, and the other for my camping trip. I think it's perfectly even. There's like a early October show, then a miss, then a middle October show, then a miss, then an end of October show. So that's good times. Okay. This looks like a Fae deck. Let's find our rats as quick as possible. This is when I wish I was playing little Footlight Fiends and Perilous Mer style sacrifice effects. It's always fun against fairy lists. Look at that flying squirrel avatar. You don't see that very often. Bright Field Glider. Woo! So yeah, my paddle broke yesterday during playing with the 4 O's, and I switched to my old one, and I was like, oh, hello, old friend. I miss that paddle. Only reason I don't play with it anymore, they don't make it anymore. And I looked everywhere. Found a few on eBay, and they were chewed up, and they're like barely used. And I'm like, there's a crack in it. I've never cracked a paddle, or like somebody hit it, on a knife or something. I was like, how does that even happen? Get a paddle like that from somebody, and you got to wonder, like, well, what kind of damage is really happening here? So we know this is a sprite draw. I've got to get something on the board here. I guess I could just unearth it. We'll walk right into a sprite. Come on out, sprite. Oh, all right. Well, I guess not. They'll probably mess with it again, so I know we're going to miss a drop here, but I'm gonna err on the side of having something to say about another snap. It's funny how like snap isn't being used too much anymore. It's such a good card. I was messing around with Cryogen Relic and the Blue Blitz list that a lot of you love. I do. And I was just like, nope. Even though the new card smell got me, I was like, snap's got to be the thing there. What type of paddle is that? Maybe Pauperganda viewer has one. Oh, it's the Solar Swift from Yola. It's a thin paddle. They just stopped making it. It's one of the top-rated paddles too. You'll find nothing but rave reviews on that thing. Tapping it. Alrighty, we're tapping it. Let's wait for the ninja so we can get a free Village Rites effect here. Yeah, had I known, I would have bought 12 of them. Just gone all in. I mean, it's just the ultimate paddle. And my very first one still holds up fine. I just don't want to miss a land drop here. They want to commit to a counter spell or a sprite here. I can always unearth it. Yep. If we don't draw a natural land here. Let's go. Yeah, it's a 14 millimeter paddle. Pretty thin. Super, super lightweight. All right. Well, let's do this. Rather than... Not really going to need this card. I'm just going to kill it. I'm drawing really bad. Let's see if we can fix that now. I'm just doing this as we've got free moves here, right? Feels really wrong to unearth a scorpion. I'm going to try not to do that. There we go. Bing. Did all this stuff that Spell Pierce can deal with, since they were a little greedy with the sprite. I probably would have done the same thing. Sorry to talk about pickleball so much, guys. I try to keep it to like 1 minute. I know I've kind of a little bit of a 3-part tangent here today, so apologies. I should write that on the description, right? All about Pauper and Magic the Gathering and a little bit of pickleball. Definitely the way of things. Ooh, anybody try out that Greenland list? I sure like playing it. There's about a dozen Pauper lists that I have that when I pick them up, I'm like, oh man, I'm just going to keep playing this all weekend and stuff. And that's one of them. I always do like a double take at that list. I'm like, why does this keep winning? It doesn't look like that impressive. Like when you see the deck list laid out, you're like, yeah, I get it. It just always has enough. Here we go. There is a sprite in play. I really want to draw a card here. I guess we'll bring out a spawn. I mean, we could block the vampires. It's just going to be bounced. I sure wish I could have hit a land there. I think they're probably like, where is the spell? They got a Spell Pierce in their hand. Really like having Unearths here. I'm going to deal with it or counter it, and then we just bring them back, especially when Crypt Rats shows up. Another Brian Barrow intruder. don't think I've ever played this person before. This is a good sign. It means there's new players to Pauper, right? Or coming back or something of that ilk. Lands are fighting us. Bind the monster. Okay, well, we'll kill the monster. We'll go one better. Come on through. It's a part of me that wishes Faeries wasn't a thing, because this is the absolute quintessential style that I like to play, but because it's popular and I'm a contrarian, I tend to not like to do stuff like that. All right, Moon Circuit, there you go. We'll have to lean on Village Rites. I really feel like they have a Spell Pierce in their hand. That way we can at least pay for it. They chose to bind the monster. That lets our vampire act like his potential, the Sengir vampire, right? Did 4 damage. A little sketchy logic there, but I think we got there. All right, there's our favorite. God, I wish I had another land and just wipe the board here. Let's Rites. I can just unearth the vampire spawn this way. Sure. Cast this on the spawn. Boop. Sorcery, baby. You got an envelop? There he is. I guess Brine Bow will kill it. Then we can unearth it again. Man, really want to get this Rats activated here. Thinking, let's hold off. I was thinking of bringing back the Scorpion. That's almost always the wrong play. We're probably going to get that Rat countered, and then we can bring it back with Unearth, hopefully. We'll see. There's the Intruder. Suggesting they have another one in hand. I'm just going for volume smashability here. We shall see. 3 cards. There's a snap. Okay. I think they're getting the memo. I don't think we have to worry about Pierce anymore. I think I called that wrong. Always respect a list that can run to spell main. A lot of instance in this game. Ouch. Trying to bend my hand. I've got the little Phyrexian necklace up here. I don't know if I'm going to be doing business with that company. They seem a little... Shady's the wrong word. My computer warned me that was, one of the sites is kind of like, oh, this is kind of nefarious and China State, whatever. And I was like, they're like, click on this. I'm like, I don't think so. And then like they took their 10% that I was supposed to get, and they're like, oh, well, you have to go sign up over here to do this. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's a lot of hoops to jump through here. I was like, I'll keep the necklace and say thank you very much. We've got the link in our descriptions here and there and stuff. I mean, it's really neat that they're promoting the artist that's doing the magic jewelry. That's cool. But so for now, I've got my little, if you're wondering what this is, it's a little Phyrexian symbol. Getting to that point too where I get enough. It's a nice place to be. People send you stuff to check out and promote and whatever. But getting to that point now where I don't want a wall of text on my videos. It's already quite a bit of options there. So, all right. Really like this poll. Let me just play the Crypt Rat. Maybe. I don't want to lean on Unearth too much. As far as like run in, kill something, bring back the spawn, do the thing. Not a fan. So I could activate that now. I'm going to bring in the spawn. Smasharoonie. Or do I do the other thing? He double blocks with those guys. I'll come over. Let's go. Gotta remember they're almost dead. Might activate Rats, might not. taking it all. Okay. Well, we almost have them dead on board here. Thank goodness blue doesn't have much of a way to gain life. I'll probably have to trip it for 1 if it gets messed with, like snapped, and then unearth it, and then finish the job. I like this snap artwork so much more. Good riddance. Love this card. It's got like built-in retrace if I'm remembering right. Anybody remember Pestermite? Draw a card, then discard a card. That's fine. I didn't plan on blocking. Draw a card, discard. Getting desperate. Crypt Rats, the answer for so many problems in Pauper. A few of you have signed copy of Crypt Rats from me. I know that's the card of choice. When I went to Michigan or up in Seattle area and stuff, and some events where they promote like a big Pauper outing, and I end up making the trip or whatever. That's always the card people want me to sign. So if you see one out there scribbled upon, that's me. Probably about 20 by now. It's not too many. I'm no professor. But the people that know me know what I like, and they know I like the Crypt Rats. Yeah, Pestermite. Underrated. Still a good card. Consider it. Okay, time to smash. Yeah, let's just go for the win here, I guess, right? Pow. Almost wish I had a serrated scorpion here. They're noticing the problem. Okay. All right. 2, 3, 4. I don't think they have an answer for this. Done. Zap. Fae. Remember what I said about good matchups? This is one of them. Kind of like Tragic Slip here. Bit more of an answer. Definitely stay, definitely stay, 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 stay. Rotten Reunions can all go. And I think we'll bring in 3 slips. Just a little extra insurance against sprites. Pow. Got a new silly hat to wear, but it probably doesn't look good on camera. I have to go way down. I've got a very large skull, so whenever I buy hats, they've got to be of the extra large ilk. So much so that a lot of these little party hats and stuff, I wear it. It's almost like a yarmulke or something. It's like it does not go around my dome. It's a good thing I'm bald. I think if I have hair, it'd make my head look even bigger. My brothers are that way too. We all have very large skulls. I mean, not abnormally so. I'm making it sound like I have a deformity, but if you ever want to buy me a hat, make sure it's got the X in it. All right, just like Deluxe. Keep. Like this. I like this a lot. Want to see a critter right now. Don't want to see a wait because we might get pierced, but I'm going to risk it. Out you go. Ooh, this hand keeps getting better and better. Got a spell pierce? Nope. Hey, cool. Got our nice 3 mana issue here. The Marauder's probably going to be relevant. Yep, there comes old Jellyfish. at some point you got to be a little concerned with the type. Like they keep making these really good 1-drops that aren't. I know you want to turn on with regards to Of One Mind, the Brine Maker or whatever it's called. That's a human, but this is just a straight up jellyfish warrior, and not very relevant, but it does make the cut for the flash ability, keeping your mana options open day and night. Really want to see a Deep Hours here. I can just bring out a Marauder and wax it. All right, never mind. A little short on the supply. Here we go with this. And we'll bring this out. And I'll chill out. I think I'm going to slow roll this next turn. Probably bring out Marauder and convict it in response to itself, netting at least a critter there. Considering a Tragic Slip main here. This is when you hope it's a Moon Circuit hacker and not Deep Hours. So Tragic Slip will only do 1 at this rate. Thanks to Okiba, we're just like, what damage? All right, we'll kill this. We'll stop this tempo machine from happening. Boop. Get him a little hesitant, like, oh no, what other stuff does he have? Do I use a Dispel now? At least we'll see if they have a Dispel, right? We get it either way, this turn or next. I love having access to Accursed Marauder and Crypt Rats. It's like creatures, you can draw off of them, you can kill people with them, or you can just kill all their stuff. Hexproof included. Alrighty. Change of plans. Ooh, do we just drop a Crypt Rat? I would if I had an Unearth, but right, I'm just going to play the Spawn. This is like anti-ninja Spawn is what it should be called in this matchup, right? Woo! Alright, we're doing stuff next turn. Kind of wanted to kill that ninja for a lot of reasons. Just feels like, well, it doesn't feel like, we can tell that they're a little mana screwed here. Tempo's going all our way. If we get a land drop here, I think our odds of winning are probably in the high 80s. We had a plumber come to the house midweek. The shower started dripping just a little bit, but irritating, you know. You're just sitting there and washing your face, and you tick, tick, tick. It's like, oh, all right, big deal. We'll address it later. Then late at night, like most guys, I had to use the restroom, and it was like tick, 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 tick. I was like, my goodness, that was only like 6 or 7 hours later, and so I felt a little guilty for calling the plumber. But then they were like, yeah, you should have. That was going to be really bad. So, and they were here for quite a while. So anyway, off we go. Up. Coming up on the hour. Going to game 4. Bladder power is real. About 2 cups of coffee so far. He smokums. All right. Haven't played or seen a smokums in quite a while. Maybe they took a magic break. Like to play first? I sure do. Whoa, that's a lot of land and a lot of blop. We're going to mulligan this, and it's going to give us 1 land. Do I know this program or what? All right, I'm going to keep this. Not going to want to see you very much from here. Boop. Say done. I'm going to bring out our little scorpion. I'm keeping this for the same reason you can keep a 1-lander in blue with preordains, because of village rights and conviction in hand with a 1-drop creature. So we're breaking the rules. Uh-oh. God, I hope we don't get acid mossed here. That would really suck. Well, let's go. All right, we're attacking. Now, if I don't hit a land, I'm going to be really worried. Oh, please. Come on. You really thinking of blocking? You know, with all this vaping, and at least here in the States, seems like every other corner has some get high shop somewhere. It's like this would probably be a good name for a company. Smokums. Smokums if you got 'ems. Yeah, well, game 2. Let's see a land, please. Please, please, please. Okay, there's 1. We'll do the thing again. Bloop. Hey, he's back in all new adventures. Really love this old school red background. That looks like, this looks like a card that could be in one of the original sets. Anybody with me on that? Like the art and stuff. I love that style. Just there's something gritty and demonic about that kind of scratchy, dirty art. And so many of the old Magic cards had that. And this is like just too cartoony, and like you could tell like 10 versions of Photoshop helped make that. This one looks like it was painted on a canvas and they took a picture of it, and there we go. Yep, there's an Acid Moss. Really like Accursed Marauder in these matchups. I think I might even play it out here. Arbor Elf is going to be very needed here. Okay, Blood Fountain's here. Huh. Yeah, let's attack. We're going to have to kill this thing, unfortunately. We really need to hit our land drops, especially now that my suspicions were confirmed in their graveyard with an Acid Moss there. Worst case scenario, we don't hit. We can just bring out Blood Fountain. So let's write Zapping. Oh, come on, let's go. What the hell? We have another Rites, but boy, this draw doesn't want us to win. It's like all lands, and then I called the one lander. The program's like, quit giving them Village Rites, quit giving them lands. Here we go. Bye-bye. Probably the Vault. Assuming I need an artifact or something. 4 total spells if you count flashback. Yep. Oop, there we go. It's gone. Come on now. Let's go. Oh, boy. This is maddening. I have 19 lands in this. All these draw effects. And away we go. Bye-bye, Scorpion. Zoop. Doing a lot of damage for all this stuff here. Do I want to bring the fountain back? I'm going to need to. I want to do the thing with the reunion dance, huh? No, I plan on... I'll play the Marauder next turn. Let's go. Let's go right back on. Let's do Tucker's Art for a Glimpse of the Unthinkable. Oh, Dreamer, would you mind emailing that to me? I'm not going to... I think the only show I've ever rewatched was like maybe my first 3 to just kind of critique myself and see if I was saying like what are all the tropes that everybody gets stuck on. Like honestly is probably the worst one these days. You all know I like to say not to be dishonest. Haha. I will discard the Spawn so I can unearth it later. Trying to draw a land. Thanks a lot, deck. Oh, they're beating us with white bordered land destruction. This is a bad day in my world. Rah, one of the original avatars. What is that one from? Prodigal Sorcerer. Yeah, Tim wishes. Maybe if he tapped and did 10 damage, he would look like that. That's quite the verbose reimagining of Tim. Looks more like a Victor. A Rasputin. Something to that effect. All right. We should be winning this game. Maybe I should have kept that all land hand, right? That would have been fun. Go to 19, crunch. I think we're favored here if we just... All right. Not if we don't draw any lands. L... This is just GR. Okay, begin sideboarding. Slip's going to be good here. I'll take out 2 rats. Really like Marauders. This and this. I want to bring in all 4 slips for their big critters. And for an early you-know-who. Consider the Fiend but I'm not going to go there. Reunions could probably come out too. Don't know if I want all of them out. Maybe I'll keep one in there. Let's get rid of one reunion. I'll just bring in one fiend here. I can start abusing their hand. All right. Yep. Yesterday was 1 year of being unemployed to the day. I technically do have work, but I mean it's pretty tiny. We'll keep this. We keep one reunion, and we are looking at it. I mean, I went from making this to this. Thank goodness my wife has a good career. For any of you out there wondering, it's been about 4 or 5 applications a day. Heard absolutely zero. Tried multiple times, sometimes like a AI resume, or there's just so many options, using different emails to apply for the same one over 3 or 4 times and coming at them from 4 different angles. All of that for a year yielded zero. A lot of spam calls. That's about it. I am truly convinced that they're going to find out that LinkedIn is, and like ZipRecruiter and all these things, that they're data mining operations, and they're just selling your info. Like I've said probably 2 or 3 times over the last year, if you apply to anything a few times, your phone rings off the hook with spam calls. And then if you chill for like 2 or 3 days, your phone chills for 2 or 3 days. All right, I'm going to give them to the 21. Maybe they're going to the bathroom. I'll wait till we'll give them 40 seconds here. Seems to be a good random number. I haven't done much Kami of the Jealous Thirst here. It's been getting killed in game 1. We discarded it, unfortunately, one time. Haven't done the thing. Do the thing, Julie. All right. Well, we'll mark this down as a W then, and move on. I'll give them to the 2023. We'll do that. I don't know why you would say submit. Oh, all right, good. Okay. All right, this way we get to see the thing. All right, let's do that. I'll bring out Reunion immediately. Remember, we don't have to have a target for that. Up 2 can be 0. I'm going to do this now. Boop. Say okay. Blop. Get in 2 damage. Draw some cards. Doing the thing. Let's go. And we get more ammo for the next turn. Make sure that number gets to 18. I was drinking the other night and did this before I did the damage. I was like, okay, I'll blame that one on vodka. Off we go. Sorry to Scorpion. Oops. Blop. Happy to see any amount of lands. We only need 3 for this deck to really start churning. Yeah, you said it all, Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, that is so true. So you find the job link, and then you actually go to their website, and that is, I've heard from a lot of people, that is what I did for about the last 7 or 8 months. Still nothing though. I think I want to bring out, against a deck like this, I'm going to bring out Arkami here. That way, if I have to village rights to start finding lands, I might as well be doing a 2-land drain out of the deal. It's fascinating how many ways there are to build black. When I first saw this list from a guy who walks alone, brought this list to us about 2 or 3 years ago, different iterations throughout. And you look at it and you're like, it's kind of like the green deck last week. You're like, oh, that's all right. And then but it gets there. It gets there. Such a heavy draw engine. At this point, I think land destruction is almost a liability. I get it. You got to go all in and just keep the resources down. But it's not like we're hitting them that hard. Like maybe 4 a turn if Kami trips. But sometimes it almost feels like a little bit of a time walk. Like take the turn off to do this thing again. Oh, well, that sucks. Suplex. This is exile, right? 3 damage, exile and see. Yep. All right. Why on earth didn't they target that? That was really weird. Let's do the right stance now. I'll take, maybe they got a way to bring this back. I don't know. Probably not. We'll do that. I'm going to Rites it straight away. Just want to make sure we've got our land. We'll do this thing. Make sure to click on it, and then it does the thing, and then we'll hit for 1. Now, if they, do an acid moss, as it goes their turn again, we can kind of keep this up if at least we draw another. It'd be really nice to have that second land, though. We could reunion just for another target. Just a big old, yep, there he goes. Down comes that guy. Utopia Sprawl. What a miss. Boarding party for you, Sprawl. It's like, ugh. That's not crazy, Dreamer Sting. I could see it. I mean, black land destruction was a thing for a while. And maybe that would put it into like a tier category, but I sure like it. I haven't played that on the stream in forever either. Okay. Well, let's do this. Get our life back a little bit. If they can deal with the spawn, then I can slip something. I think it's worthy of attacking here. Really, really wish I had a Village Rites effect here for the spawn. Yeah, we're going to block this. They got 3 critters. We've got extra reunions. We'll block it here. Well, there's another good target. Let's see if they use up all their crystals here. Crystals. Eldrazi spawn tokens. They should be using Horrific Assault. It's like, no, I'm playing red. I have to use red removal. It's another one. We'll kill the beast. All right. Well, we've got this out of the way here. Let's reunion this dude. Just going to kill it now. Do the thing. Convict. Blop. Draw some cards. Cool. Did I get a land out of the deal here? Yeah, we've already killed something. Did I do the thing? Oh, there we go. I did not. Off we go. This is going to be awesome. I guess we'll slip now. Blop. We'll keep our guy back. Consider blocking. Got 1 card. Don't want to put all the eggs in one basket. And we got the Marauder answer here. So we're not even really concerned about their graveyard here, but it's still working really well. That's a bummer for their Marauder. Ooh, now I might consider a block of the Chrysalis. But probably not. Yeah, I would too, Dreamer Stingo. Well, we got no response for that. That's fine. Kind of a dead draw at this point, right? We're getting flooded. And okay, we have established that I have Death Touch, and he doesn't want to mess with that. That's pretty cool. Rites. Here we go. We'll do the reunion trick again. Reunion. Let's get rid of the Chrysalis. Much more likely they have a Pulsa Marasa style effect instead of that. So I'm going to do the thing. Bloop. Off we go. Do this thing. I'll hold back. Better to stay alive. We're really set for land destruction. We keep drawing lands. Do I have another? I got rid of both of them. All right. Crypt Rats, please. So I can get rid of that Chrysalis. Oh, that works too. Yeah, I guess I could do that to that to that. That's not going to do too much damage, is it? These could still technically be a problem. I just wait till the end of their turn, right? I mean, I can activate this for 5 at the end of their turn, maybe kill something. Let's slow roll this. I'll chill out there. I've already seen Suplex as a removal, assuming they might be on 4 of those. What else does that do again? Yeah, exile an artifact. Okay, well, we'll use this, this, and this, and this to do this. Might consider, yeah, I would think that too. You might want to consider just doing that this time. All right, we'll let this through. There is 0. And I see how we're going to kill him. It's like, all right, I will attack into that, you dirty rat. Okay, I'm going to do the things, or should I? Should I just wait even longer? 2, 3, 4, 5, bloop. And attack. Block with the spawn. Okay, I got life gain. I'm not worried. They're hellbent. The greedy forest. That's a good way to put it. All right. Well, if our spirit lives, we just win. All right. I think they obviously saw that too. All right. Game. Wait a minute. Oh, we lost the first game. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I got kind of screwed up. These are pretty good against this guy, but I like where we were at. Let's just run this back. We'll do a superstitious shuffle. Put the blood fountain in the middle of this and hit submit. Oh, Ponza is usually not a problem. But if you're on black, that is good advice. I'd almost rather just play Evil Presence. Go turn 1, baby. Woo! Should we keep this? Yeah, I'm going to keep this because we can do the reunion trick. And if they lead off with you know, the little elf dude, we can Marauder it or just slip it. So we got pretty flexible options here. So when you really wish you had, you know, a way of like Metaxian probe style effect, so you could see if it's worth using your, you know, tragic slip on a little elf. But okay, they don't have the elf. Probably put them on. We'll see. Yeah, Evil Presence would actually make some of the Utopia sprawls fall off, right? Say done. Blop. There's our bait. And switch. Get on in for 2. Another old school looking art. Dig it. But I'm an old guy. Oh, no. Just talked right through it. What an idiot. All right. We'll do it next turn. No cards for us right now. There's a punt. All righty. There's that. Create a treasure token. Ah. Pop. Say done. Might as well attack. Make them think we got something. Yeah. Do you want to lose your jewel thief? Little do they know they're losing it. Don't tell stories when attacking. Crunch. Free damage. We'll convict it. All right, that's kind of interesting, eh? I'll do it now, just to show them we know how instants work. Cool. All right, that goes up. Bye-bye. I have played a land. Against a land destruction deck, I'm being very cognizant of that. Let's go. Real creature. Don't like using a tragic slip on a thief, but that vigilance is a real pain in the butt for a deck like this. We don't got any Keeper Retina raids out, so. Here comes Mr. Salad. We will use the Accursed Marauder to great effect here. Sure love that ability. Boop-a-doo. Here we go. Marauder. We got the Unearth for it later, too. Good times. Non-token sucker. Yeah. Whoop. Attack. Should I Village Rites here? You never know. They might play the Pirate 6/3 haste guy, and then I can Village Rites and maybe find a tragic slip in response. So for that reason, I think we'll just be happy mopping up tokens. We've got a Unearth with Edict written all over it. We'll just let this stuff happen. Got plenty of land, so they start just rocking into a bunch of... Oh, all right. Oh, there's that. Kind of blows. I feel flattered that they thought that's a good card against us, right? I mean, we are hurting them, but usually you'd think you'd bring that in against like a red list or something. This like just gets there. That couldn't have been a good draw, especially with the tokens here. They're probably hurting for any sort of red. I guess they were relying on the Jewel Thief's token ability there. So I'm gonna let this go. There's a vault. Let's attack. It's a very slow way to win a game of Magic. Getting flooded against a land destruction deck, so that's kind of funny. Really wish I had the Eviscerator's Insight here, because you know they're gonna go after the vault. They might not. They might just completely ignore that side plan now. Looks like they may have taken out their access to land destruction here. Boop. Why'd they get rid of Sprawl? That was weird. Don't you need red? Maybe not. Here we go. Maybe they misclicked. Where'd my chat go? I mentioned evil presence 10 minutes ago. Am I still on? Okay, here we go. Vampire Spawn. Finally, a decent creature. There's that. There's some more land. Here we go with an attack. Oh, what's the 0/3 vampire? It's not a wall, and you can activate it for like 2 and a black to drain 2 life. I've always almost on the edge of including that. Like just 1 or 2 of them. You can always Village Rites it, but for these little standoffs, you can do a lot. Now the problem with when I play this style of land destruction, so you already have like, let's say 18 lands. And then you make it like 26 because you're playing 4 wild growth and 4 things. So you can really hit these slumps where you do draw just terribly. So we're just going to do our impersonation of aggro here. I like seeing that. I'll just make them think that we're really hurting for land. We are a little bit. I don't know, for tempo's sake, it might be worth taking out the Scorpion here and drawing some cards. I mean, if I'm going to take something out, maybe I can unearth the other dude, right? Let's chill on that plan. He's seen a suplex in the yard. It's probably another one. It's still have to find red mana source. I'm sure not thinking that they meant to throw the Utopia Sprawl in the graveyard there. Yeah, they get that huge soul crushing tempo start if they've got, the turn 2 Acid Moss, juxtaposed with having really dead draws other times. So next time you get trounced by land destruction, just know, just like in Vegas, if the machines made noise when somebody lost, it'd be a very loud place, wouldn't it? Already is a loud place. Attack. I'm going to keep, we're just going to be in a hold pattern here. I think they're very thirsty for that red to show up finally. So our Village Rites is going to be very relevant. Maybe even Tragic Slip if something of the Pirate Persuasion comes down. That's the one, Dreamer Stango. Thank you. Yeah, Vampire Neonate. Always liked that card. Oh, I thought it was 2 and 2. Yeah, what a dead draw. I mean, we have 7 mana here, so okay. That's like better than them drawing like a Wild Growth almost because it uses up more land. Boy, they're really just all in on this plan, huh? All right. Just going to try to play more patient. Here we go. There's a land again. Here we go again. If they were in the single digits, I might be playing this a little bit more aggressively, but just going to chill. Blight Speaker. Oh, yeah, the Rebel Searcher in black. I forgot about that one. More lands. Coming at ya. Opponent's hellbent. If I was them, I'd be holding a land. At this stage, that just does nothing. Now they're getting worried. That block suggests that they have drawn all their Weather the Storms. Maybe they only brought in 2. They're getting worried. All right, I'm tired of waiting. I'm going to do this now since we have another effect there. Cool. Here we go. Doing the thing. Bringing back the thing. Vampire Spawn. And we've got everything online now. So they're dead next turn. Kami showing up. Woo! Yeah, Fault Grinder. Thresher Beast, not many know about. Good on you for knowing that one. So we used to be able to unearth our Accursed Marauder for this scenario, but we don't even need to attack here. Just going to chill. Do the thing. Oh boy, this is ugly. 3 for this. This does stack, so this is just beautiful when this happens. We'll convict this. We don't need to attack. This. Boop, 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 boop. W. Whoop, whoop. Last round coming up. Yeah. Well, we've won every one except the first one. And like I said, Orzhov, forget who wrote that article, but there was one where it was like, if you're a control deck, the thing that'll beat that is a slower control deck. Or it was a strange theory, but it always seems to come true, and that's kind of what happens with the Orzhov matchup. Yeah, I won't play first. 4 lands, all right, it's a bit much, but we've got ways of killing stuff and sacrificing. We'll keep. Here we go, last round. I wish I had a sack effect, but we have 10 of them in the list. Actually 12 if you count the flashback. It's not flashback. What do they call it on Insight? FS Raiders Insight? It's embed or something like that. Okay, this looks good for our Accursed Marauder. All right, that's enough lands for the rest of the game, please. I'm going to do this now. Hey-yo. The Deluge Stripe. Oh, the deck list is coming right up, courtesy of the Remo Stango, maybe? Let's go. We'll bring this out. Jasper Nimchimsky to all of you. He's doing one of his movie things. I believe that's what it is. All right. We'll just bring that back and keep this Cloak Swarmer from getting huge. Good grief. I had a feeling this was going to do this. We'll do that. Attack. Take your tokens, and there it is. The Dahlia Stripe. There's the list right there. You can download it and test hands with it and stuff. I really like Goldfish's for sharing deck lists. If you do have a deck list you want to share with Pauperganda, just send it pauperganda@gmail.com, and please put it in the MTG Goldfish format. I was just going to mention that little critter. Doesn't see enough love. Wow. Triple Cloakwood Swarm. I'm glad I had early Accursed Marauder. Lordy. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's drawing like crap right now, but whatever. We'll bring out another Marauder. Ha! Lose something precious to you. Ha! When you really want sack effects, right? Block, bing, zap. Graveyards are like perfectly in sync. Like, 3 removal spells, 3 dead cloak words. Yeah, you'll always find pretty competitive lists that have no place in a collection or no place winning, but we tend to find those and really like them here. I think they're onto our plan. Rechner Raid, cool. Bring this out. I'm going to play the Vault because we do have you-know-who in Eviscerator's Insight, so we might eat our own land if we keep getting flooded like this. We only have 19 in the list. Probably go down as low as 17, but I just do not like to miss. That's your theme the last few weeks, Dreamer Stingo, is finding those cards that keep getting better, but that's a really good theme to have. That's a nice way to look at it. Ugh, come on, list. Let's go. Well, I'll play another Vault. Or we are not going to play this land. I'm going to discard it to a blood token, hopefully. They got 2 land. We got 7, 1 in our hand. Chatter showing up. Oh, nope. This is, Scatter the Seeds. Don't see that very much anymore. Good card. 3 for 1. Crypt Rats, anyone? Please, please. Venom. Yep. Does he just kill us here if we don't? I mean, I guess we got to block one of them. That has trample. So, whatevs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I think, don't they just have us dead here? We don't have many turns left. Oh, this is a bummer, isn't it? Maybe they don't know about the decayed ability here. So let's grab the seeds here. Make it look like we got a lot more creatures than we do. Boop. I got your tokens right here. No attackies. Man, oh man. Suffocating Fumes, anyone? Please. Maybe they're playing, not Vitalize. It's, what's that card called? It's 1 green that says all creatures get +1/1. Even your opponents. What is the name of that card? Yep, that's the idea, Dreamer Stingo. Keep them guessing. Maybe I got a tragic slip here. Magnify, dang it. Oh, what's wrong with my brain? All right, we're double blocking here. We're dead. Yeah, Magnified would be really nice in this list. Both for a finisher and a savior. A lot of Suffocating Fumes and main decks out there. Down we go. Just letting you guys see how it wins. Glimmer Barn. Green tokens. Gotta love this format. Every other match you just see something new. A lot of other formats, there's like 3 types of decks, and then everything else just doesn't stand a chance. Pauper has just been out so long. You can do anything. Brew anything. Get rid of that plant token. Quit using your saprolings there. Got me to 15. Tragic slip. That would be good too. Don't think I have to worry about the graveyard too much. I think I'll get rid of one of our Rotten Reunions. Keep 2. Bring in the slips. Bring in our Venom so we can reset our life total. It's just a case of just not drawing our Crypt Rat. We have 3 of them. I mean, come on. Right. Let's bring in all of these. I'll lose 2 reunions. Marauders are really shining here. Blood Fountain's gonna... If we activate Blood Fountain, the game's gone on too long. I'm keeping 1 in for the blood token. Might even consider losing it. Yeah, there's no removal here. We'll get rid of Blood Fountain. Maybe 2 Unearths. I almost never do this. And what? An Insight. Let's try that. This way a little Scorpion with Toxin Analysis can still take out a really huge critter. They're building tall and wide. Oh yeah, when Glimmer Barn came out, Amar Haler, there was a lot of builds of that. Still should be. Oh, this is a strange little hand, isn't it? I don't like this hand. I'm gonna mulligan this. Ugh, boy, they're really making me pay for that, aren't they? Mulligan. All right, keep. Put back everything you just did. It's gonna be a wild comedy. I hate losing you, but I'll do that. And we all know what's gonna happen. I've been getting flooded all day, even against land destruction decks, and this is where it's gonna stop giving, because I put that 1 land back. It's gonna defy all statistical odds and never give me a swamp again. That is the way of things. Ooh, that is pretty. That's a few too many Zeppelins. They need like some sky police being like, hey, all these sharp spired toppled areas and these dirigibles that are all ready to be punctured. That's a pretty funny scene. Huzzah. I'm going to wait on the Marauder because I would like to corrupt it if I can. I'll take the damage. Most likely to be a token that shows up here. Nope. Well, we're going to get something good out of it. Oh, and we don't even take damage. Okay. Thank you for not being a jerk, deck. Okay, we'll do this. I love having just this dude out sometimes. It's pretty cool. Don't work. Always yield. We'll get our mulligan back. Here we go. All right. Kami just by itself is going to hold people back too, so that's pretty cool. Well, if you give it trample, you can just stay in green with ram through. Here we go. Really want to see a land here. Give me a land. Give me a land. Give me a land. Nope. Okay, well, I'll bring this out. Maybe I just double slip stuff. I'll block slip. Slip's only going to be good for so long with Cloakwood Swarmer. they can get out of control pretty fast. Okay. That's very suspect. All right. Please give me a land. Nope. Well, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, so I'm just going to develop here. Chilling. You got to scatter the seed showing up here, probably. Here we go. Boy, where's your Essence Warden? I would definitely have Essence Warden in a list like this. Red is a thing. I lost to a red list the other day. I was like I did the math and I was like, well, I'll be at 13. I think I can live for... Nope. It was like talking the Fire Breather and the Alchemist and, that build. Pretty crazy. There's some more creatures. Oh boy. Second they sacrifice something, though, I'll be able to do things with it. This is normally where we would die. I'll block you, sir. Okay. We'll wait to slip later. What else do they got? I'll do this here. Worst case scenario. Give me a land, please. Let's go. The threats have been averted. Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe we should just get our life up, huh? Yeah, I'll block with a spawn. Get our life back up. Well, 2 critters next turn. Eventually we'll draw a land and do some stuff. 1 barn away from trouble. Like when you design a list this streamlined, all of a sudden this becomes a great card. And any other list, you're like, get rid of that. There we go again. It'd be funny to play an Accursed Marauder now. Oh, do they have Magnify now? Are they even playing it? We shall find out on today's exciting episode of Pauperganda. That looked like a sliver. Come on, give me a land. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Defense is better now. I call him the Arobi head. With the Frisbee flying world record holder, the Arobi, it's one of my favorite things. I've thrown them since I was like in the 5th grade. Love that thing. We're on block patrol because I don't know what's in their hand, but this is a strange combination. When you say go wide in Magic lore, it means, you're making a bunch of tokens, but this goes wide and tall, meaning the quality creatures in the Cloakwood and the Glimmer Baron. We're blocking. Really afraid of a magnify effect here. Yeah, Echoing Strength. There it is, Echoing Courage. Wow. Brutal. So here comes 14 damage. Blocking, blocking, and blocking. Gotta kind of do this, huh? Every one of those things is going to live again. I don't know if I can afford to do that. I'll go to 10. I think they got our number here, guys. I don't think I see an out because of our land situation. If I had a swamp, I could pull off a top deck Crypt Rat, but that's about the only thing that's going to trade is our dude here. Dang it. Well, I forgot if we... Oh, they've got it. Good for them. All right. I was hoping... they'd be rewatching this later and be like, oh, watch this tech, but I spoiled it. They got us. Well, we lose against a deck that I really like our odds against, but they had the goods. So this is Drain. I'm really liking where this deck is sitting here. Sometimes I squeeze in a third of these, but I'm telling you, I've just been seeing too many of those effects. Might consider losing 1 Blood Fountain. Not quite sure. You could go back up to the flying 2/1 Nocturnal Feeder, I think it's called. There's a very, very fun list, very unassuming, but man, when you get multiples of these out and you start, doing the thing, you can have a lot of fun with just the entire list. Unearth's obviously best targets are anything in the 3s here. You almost never want to do it with very obvious reasons to the Scorpion, but sometimes that can win you the game. Sideboard's just super honest. 3 might be a bit much, but again, you got to treat this as just removal. Like a little Scorpion can sit there and just kill something if you want to just use it and then sacrifice the Investigate. Have a good time. All right, we're back to Saturdays. Sorry for the confusion the last few weeks, but we'll be back same time, same place next week. And till then, everybody, we'll see you later. I'm going to go out with one of my favorite commercials I ever cut. And I like to preface this by saying it's very gory. Halloween is coming up, and so I'll probably be playing it in another month or two. But it's just kind of like a horror film festival because of all the black cards that just sound like horror movies, like Evil Presence and all these things. So thank you for the emoji love there, the Amar Haler. And so you've been warned. Here comes some blood and gore, but I love this edit so much. I had so much fun making this, and we'll see you all next week. Adios.
Get swamped with horror as Pauperganda Studios presents all the classic horror films from the legendary Pachuca brothers. First, the 70s masterpiece Howl from Beyond. Then, the fan favorite, The Faceless Butcher. Plus, the cult classic Undying Evil. Followed by non-stop horror like Innocent Blood, Grim Harvest, Bloodseeker, Evil Presence, Twisted Abomination, and many more. A murderous mayhem marathon, Rakdos style. Don't miss Pauperganda's horror gore galore. Coming soon.